are listening to music produced by DJ
Everybody wake up for the wake up show, you heard me?
Yo, we're back, world famous wake up show. You know what? I didn't think the story would be complete till I got my man Don Juan on the phone. A lot of the joints we've been playing tonight originally produced by Don Juan, the original producer with Tech Nine. I met both cats somewhere in the late 90s, man. I just wanted, hey, Don Juan, can you hear me?
Yeah, what up, King Tech?
What's going on, man? What's going on? You know, we were playing some of your classics, man, so I felt like it was just due to call you and say, man, look, the production, along with Tech Nine, both of y'all was sick in the late 90s, man. What was your frame of mind when you were making some of them joints back in the day, man? It seemed crazy.
I appreciate that, King Tech. I really do. Back in that day, to me, we were competing to get to guys like Sway, King Tech, Tupac, Biggie. You know, we were stuck in the middle of the map, so we got best of both worlds. Even you're down south, you're Houston, Texas, Scarface. We was trying to be like the great NWA, Eric B. and Rakim. That was kind of like our ideal of Don Juan and Tech Nine, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, so forth, so forth. So we just wanted to make the hottest music and impress people and try to come up with some bangers, you know?
Yeah, let's be honest, man. Like, late 90s, people weren't looking at Kansas City as a powerhouse for music. So you guys did some damage. And maybe that's the frame of mind you were in. I remember Nelly talking about, you know, same thing about St. Louis. He was telling us one time that, you know, he loved the West Coast stuff and he loved the East Coast stuff. But he was like, man, to get out of St. Louis, you had to make your own sound and do something just to make it out of there. You know what I mean? Like, replicating what was already happening wasn't an option. Was that the frame of mind you were in?
Not at all. I mean, definitely back then, you couldn't be doing any biting. Everybody had to have their own sound. And of course, I can't lie, we're always influenced by, you know, other hip-hop culture influences. But we definitely tried to create a different sound that was still similar to what was going on, but using our own instruments, like songs like Psycho Bitches, Twisted. Them are all samples from old breakbeats, Planet Rock. Them are samples, I mean, you know, I replayed them, but it was still us taking back from the hip-hop and then trying to make it current from the 90s that we was doing. So we definitely wanted to come up with different sounds, because back in the day, if you were biting, if you tried to sound like anybody else, you would get called out on it.
Yeah, man, I hope a lot of people heard that, man. As an artist or a producer, if you're biting back in the day, it was just whack. It wasn't a thing to do. I remember talking to Cube one time. I said, what was your favorite era, 80s, 90s, or now, whatever? And he was like, 80s, man, 80s, because nobody could buy. You couldn't even wear the same shirt as somebody else and come out. Like, they'd be like, man, you look like Kane, homie. You trying to be a Kane replicator.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, today, some of that is gone. Like, biting is... I mean, especially on the commercial level, man, if you sound like Drake, you got a much better chance getting in the game, because somebody will probably invest in you, because they're like, yo, if he's selling and you sound like that, we could probably make some moves. But I think ultimately that's what ended up hurting hip-hop in a sense, because everything started sounding the same. The big artists started, you know, everybody started trying to replicate the bigger artists, man. I mean, I see there's a movement going on right now with everybody trying to be different, but it's not like it was, homie. Well, I appreciate your time, man. We got the legendary Don Juan on the phone. Hey, man, you've been a good friend over the years. And like I said, we were playing some of your music tonight, man. And 10, 12 years later, it's still magical, man. So I appreciate your time, man. You in Kansas City, right? Where you at?
Man, I'm in Kansas City right now, enjoying the weather. Just working on my new album, working on new music, and work with a lot of other producers. Follow me on that, Don Juan, on Twitter. I appreciate it, King Tech, the interview. Shout out to Swag, DJ Revolution, keeping it real. I at least want to tell everybody, you guys were the first ones to put us on the radio out in L.A. So if it wasn't for you guys, man, I feel like that was a big push for us to be on the Wake Up Show, getting our music played in the early days, especially in the L.A. market.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate your time, homie, as usual, man. Thank you, bro.
All right, peace.
All right, peace out, man.
Another wake up show classic.
You want me to jam? I'm finna, brain waves, pain from insane days, make you sick like bad mayonnaise. Tech 9, got the remedy, rhyme infinity, criminally finna be some shit. I crack you open like the youngest male Kennedy. Got the whole planet rocking off the low blows. Damn it, I show flows and poke holes that's supposed to be yours. Seeing my haters in the dark alley, tormented by mind, dodging the 9. Now here's the message, Liberate, May, Chocolate, taking my rock, now play to the fuck what I say. Throw your souls in the air like this. Flash your barcodes while I stick them with another hit out of a miss. The Tech 9, Nina out to find Vagina. Just to play a club with it, rubbing it, loving it, cream and stream. I might seem a little extreme. My thing when I flips, I got to make sure that it's hot and make the whole planet rock like this.
Here's my chance to blast away haters causing friction. Party people, can y'all get funky?
Who keep it sizzling?
Don Juan.
Who keep it sizzling?
Tech 9. Party people, can y'all get funky?
Who keep it sizzling?
Don Juan.
Who keep it sizzling?
Tech 9.
Call it what you want it, get a futuristical, get up on it. There's a block up in my sector, can I own it? Cause all we wanna do is get drunk, get blowed, spit shit, spark blunts, and fuck hoes. We quick to beat a buster down bad. Midwest side put me in the sound lab. Now I'm hopping like a I flipped it backwards for you flow snatchers. Blast y'all when the ass Nina playing fastball. Crash all glass jaw, mad y'all. Cause last call I was in the back of the club banging the hell out of this bad bra. On my planet we take no haters for granted. They crisscross 10 seconds till lift off. Be soaking pistol rips off, ripped off. The technique's complete heat. Retreat 6 feet under 6 feet. Unique speaks, freaks tweet. Never let the beat seep. Can it while the trooper tech and Nina rock the planet, nigga.
Party people, can y'all get funky?
Who keep it sizzling?
Don Juan.
Who keep it sizzling?
Tech 9. Party people, can y'all get funky?
Who keep it sizzling?
Don Juan.
Who keep it sizzling?
Tech 9.
Yo, Rev, man, this is a record I produced for Tech 9 over 10 years ago. Real serious issue, the way he put it down. A beat, when I made the beat, it was supposed to be like a hardcore, like damn near Wu-Tang record. My man flipped it and made it about this crazy abortion record, man, that just, to me, is still a classic, man. World famous Wake Up Show. This Tech 9 joint produced by myself, King Tech. Let it roll, Rev.
Yo.
It's me. I'm just gonna say I'm due in October.
I was kicking it with this chick for a minute. She picked me to hit it real stiffly. I said it. He spit, then we quit it. Then I told her to miss me and split it quickly. I lit it up. No problem to get it up. Then she called and said she needed me to help her get rid of what? A baby. She said she wanted me to kill it. No evidence, blood, don't spill it. I'm saying at first I didn't feel it, but then I started to ponder on what was coming up yonder. Baby by a fling made days seem really somber. So we both were in agreement. The baby, I seen it. Thinking of killing it make me almost fall to the cement. This ain't a job I can do myself. I ain't got the brain for this. So I called a homie in Kansas who was trained for this. He said the way I rap and make skrill for a living. He said he kills for a living. For the Grips man, he's a hitman. So I paid him a fee. He told me what date it would be. Me and her was down, but I really don't think the baby was G. So we three rode to Kansas. Baby probably thinking we scandalous. Can't even walk and we banned his life. Man, his tripe. Walked in and he told us to relax. I sat and he took her and baby to the back. Before I came, I smoked some dope to calm me. They came back and she was babyless and she was looking like a zombie. Baby gone, were we wrong? Hella wrong. Gotta move on, let it alone. Yeah. I dropped her off, but she didn't hate me for killing the baby. She said she still wanted to date me. Crazy. I'm riding and I'm thinking, why? I took a life, but I ain't tweaking. I know God probably thinking I should die. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. This is what you call a what? Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. I don't really give a fuck. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. No, that ain't nobody iller. Real killer, that is me. That is me. That is me. That is me. A couple of years years later, I'm creeping with this chicklet. Little thick chick, hit it raw and gave her triplets. I need to learn to hold my liquid. So I called my man in Kansas City, Can. I told him I needed him to do it again. After he put him away, I asked him, homie, how could you be so raw? He said to me, how could you be so raw? We scattered. 1 year later, I splatted in the same chick. She wanted to have it, but I made her do the same shit. So I murdered 5 kids of mine. I'm about to sit in hell a lifetime bid for mine, cause of abortion. Abortion, now it's blown out of proportion. Insane, never again. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. This is what you call a what? Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. I don't really give a fuck. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. Real killer, that is me. No, that ain't nobody iller. Real killer, that is me. That is me. That is me. That is me.
Yo, this is Ice Cube.
Dropping bombs on your mom.
And you tuned in to my homeboys, Sway and Tech. On the Wake Up Show. Don't stop till the panties drop. Yay, yay.
Midwest Side in the house, you know what I'm saying? Something like this. Hit 'em up with a big fat MW for the Midwest. Them who come and test them end up with a big mess. They laughing at you, not me, cause if so, they have no clue what happened. Let loose the cracking when I'm all on that caribou loo. Ooh, ooh. Miseries are risen, miseries are risen. Thieving, cheesing, winches wanna listen to me get my quota. Now that I'm older, lyrics are colder than Circle City, Minnesota. I can flow the kingdom, come bring them some things that sling rings around fiends unseen. We from, show me foreign like Mitsubishis, cause we are the species. Those who be rolling up in Nieces. Prospect check, 5'7" and 20 minus 11. I ain't crushing. Again, you said I wasn't busting. They said I couldn't flow and now I'ma send a bus to those who said I couldn't hold my breath, because I can give a H if I hack it when I spit about that tech and that making its way to the top. Rough, coming it not H like chasing them clocks. They don't understand that Alf. Yup. You know what I'm saying?
World Famous Wake Up Show. That concludes another saga of a show we called the World Famous Wake Up Show. Man, you guys hit us up on Twitter at Wake Up Show. Also, a lot of the footage that you hear me play from the morning show you can find on swaysuniverse.com. Man, be sure to check us out. Tech, Rev, what up?
Yo, listen, man. You know, one thing I do want to add real quick is hearing all those Tech 9 records back to back to back, it really makes you realize this man's been putting in years and years of work. It was just incredible to see and to be a part of the journey, really, man. You know, meeting them in 1996, 97, all the way till now. It's like, what is it, 15, 16, 17 years later, this man is still grinding. And on top of the independent game, it was just an incredible set. It took a while to put it together, man, but I just, you know, hearing it all in order like that, man, it makes you realize. Plus, man, one of my favorite dudes, Crooked Eye, also in there, man. That's two of my favorite guys ever, Crooked Eye and Tech 9 together on that track. Insane, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know that Big Bad Wolf record? That was the first beat I ever made on a computer.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, man. I remember I just bought my computer set up off of you, and, you know, I just learned to use that shit, man, and that was the first one. I even forget what program I made. I think it was Digital Performer or some shit, man. And man, it was the first time that I ever used some shit like that to make a actual record. It was crazy.
What a record, man. Hey, that's a piece of history right there, man. And also, you know, Don Juan, thank you for taking my call, man. I mean, a lot of his the records were classics from him also. You know, and then Sway, of course, my man, came through. What up? Sway.
Hit us up on Twitter at Wake Up Show. And in the meantime, y'all keep it hip-hop, and thank you for tuning in.
Hear ye, all citizens. You are tuned in to
It's your player partner 2 Chainz, you feel me? Wake your ass up.
Whistle beat the man smoking, waking, baking,
Smoking, baking.
This your homie Rizzy Ross.
Yo, it's DJ Khaled, sweet, do that damn thing, DJ Revolution, right here on the only show that matters, man.
Wake Up Show.